on to Ambii.AlertPodcast, where I seek and find the next level athlete. I'm your host, Amber Featherson, and today's guest is the NCAA's top ranked hurdler, Tashina Alase, running at 12.71 in the 100-meter hurdles. Welcome. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. So, for people who are just getting to know you or getting introduced to you, can you tell them about, who you are, outside of track?
hmm I would say I'm a really like chill and laid back person, to be honest. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I just like to just enjoy my life outside of track, but like relax. But also, I feel like I'm really focused on like improving as a person. So I feel like
Yeah.
I like every day I'm like kind of trying to like evolve and just like become a better person in other aspects besides just track.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone has their own, personality outside of track. People think that track runners is all about track. No, sometimes we have to be on our own and be by ourselves. So I get it. I
Right.
get it. I don't blame you. Um, so for my first question I want to ask, what's something people assume about hurdlers that's completely wrong in your opinion?
I feel like people think I feel like people think like we don't be wanting to run. Like we'll have like a practice and let's say like, the sprinters have their sprints, but like we have hurdles and they'd be like, "Oh, like we wish we could be over there." But I'm like, I don't think y'all realize going over like 12 hurdles is not easy. Like
Yeah.
just because like the distance is like 100 meters like in a rep, but like if there's 12 hurdles, like we're going over 12 hurdles and I feel like yeah, they don't really realize that. It's actually some work.
That's crazy because when I ran college, or run track in college, my best friend is a hurdler. She was a hurdler, and they used to be doing workouts. I used to be looking at them like, y'all not doing anything. Like I used to be so pissed.
We
I was
are.
like,
We are. We're doing something.
no, and then like when practice would get over, she'll be like, "Oh, I'm so tired." I used to be like, "From what?" But then like she had to explain to me like, "No, this is what we actually do. Like this is hard." And I'm like, "Okay." I had to understand and learn. But yeah, I was one of them. I was one of them people. So,
Yes.
so when did you realize you could compete at the D1 level?
hmm I feel like kind of probably late compared to others. So my first year of
Mhm.
college track started at Dillard, which is an NAIA school in New Orleans. And like just kind of being there and like just seeing what I was doing like with like limited resources. I
Yeah,
was like, I feel like I could like if I were just given a chance, I could like be up there with everyone else. And that's just yeah, I just feel like I needed a chance.
yeah. I I I love that aspect because a lot of people don't realize like it takes levels honestly to get to where you want to get. It's not gonna just take a snap of a finger. So
Yeah.
um I love that take. What race or moment are you the most proud of so far?
As of
Well,
now, I'd probably
yeah.
say yeah, last weekend, the 1271, because that was my first time actually going under 13 ever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I feel like that was also like the fastest heat I ran in this outdoor season. Like it was the most
Mm,
competitive heat, like with the times
mm,
of everyone else, like just people who have already ran 12 and I haven't yet. So I was really like treating it like a test. And I feel
yeah.
like I went out there and I executed and I passed it. So
Yeah, you did amazing. I saw.
um,
How did you feel like getting out the blocks, running? Did you feel, confident, smooth?
yeah, honestly, like going into the meet, I didn't feel the best, but I was like, but like this is a great opportunity. Like you have
Yeah.
to. And so going into it, like I mean, I felt confident. I know, like my touchdown times at practice. I know what I can do. So I was like, this is just like a perfect opportunity to execute. So I was just like, you have no choice but to sprint and just yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that was really it.
Um, how do you protect your mental health during the season with a lot going on? Class, friendships, coaches, relationships, track, things like that.
hmm I feel like I just try to stay grounded, and I know like all these like little distractions sometimes can like kind of throw me off at practice. But I try to remind myself that like just because you have like a bad day, that doesn't make you a bad athlete. Like
Yeah.
it's more so that like you just got to keep moving forward, and it's just part of the process.
Yeah, I totally agree. My podcast is mainly about athletes and mental health, and I work with
Mhm.
clients now dealing with severe mental health illnesses, and I just wanted to create a podcast to where people can understand that athletes go through this too. We go through some mental episodes as well. We have a lot on our plates, and sometimes we need some grace or some breaks. So um,
Mhm.
I definitely agree with you when you say, just staying grounded.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, how would you describe HBCU track culture to someone who's never experienced it? I've never experienced HBCU track culture. So
Mm.
how would you like explain that?
It's definitely different, but in a good way. And well, first of all, just being from like out of state and so far from home, it's like really like I feel like it's more family oriented.
Mm,
And I feel like everyone just like is more supportive of each other. Like I feel like just like I don't know, being at HBCU, we kind of understand each other better. So like
yeah.
me and my teammates, I feel like we just, we understand each other better and like we're just able to support each other. My teammates like are really supportive and they like just really show out. So I'm really like appreciative for them.
Yeah, when I was in college, I ran track. My best friend, one of my other best friends, went to NCAA, and she was a thrower there, and she loved it. And I was just like,
Mhm.
okay, like that's good. I went to PWI and ran track there. You definitely have your ups and downs, but it's just they're totally different programs, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, they have their pros and their cons. So, if y'all were, the viewers watching, y'all know what we're talking about. They have their pros and their cons when it comes to PWI, HBCU, the men's team,
Yeah.
the women's team. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, do you think women track athletes get the recognition they deserve?
No, I definitely think it's getting better, but like we put in just as much work as like the men and like put up just as good performances. But I feel like the spotlight just usually isn't as big for women compared to the men. But it's definitely getting better though, in
Yeah,
my
I
opinion.
agree. Yeah, it's definitely getting better. Like when back in 2020, 2021, I first got to college, it was like crickets. Like one of my favorite runners was a Messiah Russell. Like whenever she would run good um times and do good at good meets, I used to be like, okay, like where's the post?
Oh,
Like
it's
they'll
right.
post her, but it wouldn't last long. Like the buzz wouldn't last as long as the men would. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Yeah.
But they're definitely getting better.
Mm-hmm.
What's on your pre-meet playlist right now?
I feel like it really depends on my mood for like what I listen to, honestly. But
Mm,
overall, I like listening to anything that's like good vibes that's gonna keep me locked in. But like if
mhm.
I'm let's say if I'm feeling like too high energy, like maybe like too ready, I'm gonna listen to like as I warm up, like more like R&B to like calm myself down. But like if I'm feeling kind of sluggish, I'm probably gonna be listening to like more good vibes, like probably like Gunna to get me like just going.
Yeah,
Just good vibes, good energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna definitely get you up there. Gunna is like, yeah, I'm that girl. That's how
Yeah.
that's how I feel like when I'm listening to Gunna.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, yeah. But I understand when you say sometimes when you have too much energy, you got to bring it down a little bit. Listen to
Mhm.
some soft tunes. Um,
Yeah.
my dad, my dad used to be like, "Why are you listening to this slow music before you race?" I'm like, "You don't get it, okay? You don't
Yeah,
get it.
and then
You
it's
don't
already like
understand."
yeah, and it gets like really chaotic warming up too, like sometimes. So sometimes it's just like overstimulating. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like, what's one way your teammates describe you?
probably focused because like no matter what, I feel like is focused the word. I I would say they definitely say focus because like no matter what, like however we're feeling, like we could all be complaining, all be feeling the same way, but also at the end of the day, like when it's time for like the rep, time for the race, I am gonna give it my all, like no matter what. So maybe discipline. I'd say
I
discipline.
love that. I love teammates like that. I love teammates who are like focused and disciplined because at times when you're off your game, you have that one teammate like that you can lean on.
Hmm.
And some people don't understand like track is really, I mean, yeah, we have individual events, but it's an actual team. Like we have to, like we talk to each other, we lean on each other, we lift weights with each other. So
Yeah.
I I definitely love that aspect, you being disciplined and focused. What do you want young girls watching this interview to take from your journey?
Um, I think I would say to not compare your path really to anyone else's. Like, yeah, it's not going to be the same as everyone else's. And definitely to keep trusting the process. Like, if you just stay disciplined and trust the process, like hard work does not go unnoticed. So, like, yeah, and good things take time. So I feel like just keep working, trusting the process and staying disciplined will definitely get you far.
I agree. I definitely agree. Compare yourself doesn't get you anywhere but in the hole, in my
Exactly.
opinion. You're always thinking about the next person. I had trouble with that as well when I was running. And once I
Mm,
got older, I was like, yeah, I need to stop doing that.
yeah, and
So I
definitely,
definitely,
yeah, I was gonna say definitely just like never counting yourself out because that's another thing too, especially I qualified for indoor nationals this past indoor season and like being the only person in my heat, thank you, from like an
mhm.
HBCU, like and it's just all these big schools, but I'm just like I don't know, like that I wouldn't that doesn't mean like I can't be up there with them just because of the school I'm at. So definitely just like
Yeah,
believe in yourself.
I 100% agree. Like when it comes to track, you never know who is going to come out the shadows and run that 12-7, run that whatever. You're just like, where did it come
Mm,
from? Like,
yeah.
you literally never know. Never know.
Mm,
It can be the smallest school, like you would never even think of for real. You'd be like,
yeah.
yeah. So when it comes to track, track is full of surprises. And
Yeah.
people need to understand that it's full of surprises. What's next for you, after college and track? Do you want to go pro or you want to focus on, um, other things?
Yeah, no, going pro is definitely something that's like on my mind heavy, but also like right now I'm trying not to like I don't know, dwell too much on the future and just like embrace the right now and just try and keep the fire burning and just see where it leads to.
I want to ask like some fun questions. So what's your school? Are y'all Under Armour? Y'all with Under
Yeah.
Armour?
hmm
Okay, so your
But
your spikes are
no, my
go
spikes are
ahead.
not Under Armour. My spikes are Nike. My spikes are Nike.
Our spikes. I did not like them.
Probably
Uh,
those black and gold ones or something. Like they're so
yeah,
uncomfortable.
literally. And then we ended up switching to Nike. I think my sophomore or junior year,
hmm
everyone wore the spikes. Like we had like it was like neon colored Nike ones, and I was like, oh,
hmm
these are these are cute. But
hmm
yeah, my favorite spikes are Nike too.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Nike. What about like your training shoes? Do you like Nike too, or
No, my training shoes are Under Armour.
oh yeah, okay, I like
Yeah.
Under Armour.
hmm
They have a lot of cushion, I would
Yeah,
say, under the
that's what I
shoes.
love about them.
Yeah.
The cushion.
So if you would choose between seasons, which one's your favorite, indoor or outdoor?
Definitely outdoor. Like indoor just became my thing last indoor. And then so after having a good indoor last indoor and then going into outdoor, I was so ready, but then I got hurt and had to get surgery. So I had a
Um,
red shirt last outdoor. So I've just been so ready for this outdoor season. But outdoor is definitely like my favorite.
yeah, outdoor. I love outdoor. Indoor, they have those bank tracks. I honestly do not like bank tracks.
hmm
Um, not my thing. Do y'all have a bank track at your school, or
I
do
don't even
y'all
have an
not?
indoor track.
Oh, okay, yeah, mine didn't either, but I know
Mm,
some schools did. Would
yeah.
do, but yeah, bank tracks. I know. Have you ran at Gamecocks, South Carolina?
Mm-mm.
You ran there. Well, they have an indoor track in their bank. It's amazing. Look, it looks wonderful. But running
hmm
on it, it's like you're about to like tilt over. I'm like, no, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But
I
their outdoor track is amazing. Like it's beautiful. If you
really.
ever get a chance to run there, which you might, everyone usually runs there sometimes for like, off season meets or whatever. But
Mm.
um their track is good. I love their track. Do you do relays? or no?
Kind of like I'll do a 4x4s for conditioning. And
Mm-hmm.
like I mean, right now I'm kind of on the 4x1. I'm gonna be on the 4x1 for conference, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. How do you like the relays, especially with 4x4?
4x4. Oh no. Like I just literally do it because I have to. And I just treat it like a workout. And I'm like, you have to do this if you want to be better in your race. That's like how I look at it. Just try to have a positive outlook on it, really. I try.
I be on TikTok all the time, and I be seeing people do like complications of like the 4x4, like going up to their friends and saying, "Hey, you gotta run the 4x4," like with their lying, like they're joking,
Yeah, the
and their friend like
reactions.
start spazzing, like freaking out, like, "What? The 4x4? No."
Yeah, man.
If you could have a sponsorship, who would be your dream sponsorship? Like, Nike, Under Armour.
Definitely Nike. Like that's literally like all I wear anyway. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well besides going to Under Armour school, like our gear, anything else, like all my
Mm-hmm.
training stuff is literally Nike. So
Okay, so could you explain like your day to day, schedule? Because you have practice pretty late, and I've seen some people from my school that have practice pretty late, but this late is pretty late.
really?
So could you
This is
go?
late?
Yeah, it's because it's well, you're 1 hour behind us.
Oh
What time is it
yeah.
there? It's 7.
7:40.
It's 8. Yeah, it's 8
Okay.
here. So, when I was in college, we had our practices for the sprints. So we had our practice at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would have weights probably at 3 or 2 or 3. And then
Mm-hmm.
then like a team meeting probably at 7. And then that'll be it. But
Okay.
how is your schedule?
Ours is definitely a lot different, but also I don't know if ours is typical. Like our coach, he's also a teacher. So like it's either
Oh.
6:30 a.m. practice or 3 p.m. practice. Like for on the track. And in weights, it's usually at like 9 a.m. or 11, but just kind of
Mhm.
depends on like your practice that day. But like
Oh, okay.
how tomorrow we have like a 3, even though Tuesdays is usually 6:30. So since we have 3 tomorrow, we're just gonna lift after. So tomorrow's gonna be a bit later than today.
Oh,
But
okay. So it's
then
like some days you're practicing at the same time. Some days just like a different time. Just depending on
yeah,
his schedule, really. Okay.
mm, kinda, yeah.
That's
It's just like 2 different times.
okay. That's interesting. I never really seen a coach be a teacher at a university. Maybe in high school, but
Hmm.
university that's long as played.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's one word you would describe this season?
Mm, come back.
Come
Definitely
back.
come back, yeah. So after being, well, first of all, last indoor, not making indoor nationals, that was
Mhm.
like my goal, like this year. Even coming off an injury, I was like, I'm going to make indoor nationals. So doing that and then just being here, this outdoor, and just doing so well and just being so highly ranked, I would say come
Yeah.
back.
Oh, I just love that. I love seeing this athlete, especially hurdlers. Like I have a special like space in my heart for hurdlers because my best friend's a hurdler, and I just saw like back in college, I saw all the things she went through and how hard it is. Like running is hard, but running and getting over an obstacle is
Yeah.
even harder. So I definitely commend you for that, and I
Thank
wish you the best on your season, your outdoor season, the rest of your seasons. I'm going to see you on the big screen for sure.
you will,
For
yes.
sure.
Thank you.
We definitely appreciate you for coming on the podcast. Sharing your journey with us and your story, your mindset, your dedication. We everyone here at Ambii Alert Podcast. We're rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. The young female athletes are rooting for you. The male athletes are rooting for you. We just want to thank you. Thank everyone that's watching for tuning in on the interview. We'll see you guys next episode. Thank you again.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.